we don't want you to be interviewing people as a courtesy. We want you to only interview people who, on paper, are good fit for the position that you have. The protection that you have, and let me explain this, and I wish I had a big graph up here to explain this graphically. What we're concerned about is when people mail out resumes, they have a certain expectation that you're going to pay attention and that you're going to call them for an interview. And if they don't get called, they may be disappointed, but their expectations are not usually off the charts. Now, if you bring that person in for an interview, you have dramatically increased their contact level with your organization. Their expectation of you is much higher. So if you've had 40 applications, a good narrowing down might be 4 interviews. Don't interview 8 or 9. So work hard, and if you need to do telephone interviews, keep in mind a telephone interview moves you up that exponential chart, but not a lot. And so if you can eliminate people through telephone interviews, even email exchanges, that's what you want to do. Because when you bring people in, that's the big show. That's the home. That's the World Series, and people have expectations of you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what those expectations translate into. But this is why we emphasize really screening people carefully, getting the best of the best before you bring people in for interviews. And I know it's difficult because you may hear from a friend from college and, you know, can you interview my daughter? And I know she may not be perfect, but you might really like her, or maybe you'll find a position for her and all that. Resist that urge, and if you need to, you can say our company policy doesn't permit us to do that. We have to have someone who competitively matches our process in order to be interviewed. It's a much safer approach. Because you may say, well, gee, you know, my buddy Bill's daughter wouldn't file a discrimination complaint. How do you know that? You don't. Stranger things have happened.